This is rather thrilling.
Here we are.
You've my gratitude for the work you've done for us this day. The rebuilding efforts ought to proceed apace now.
This ladder looks sturdy enough to climb.
Ah, excellent find.
I follow my whims, wheresoe'er they may lead.
Oi, bring me a... Oh, you're not one of us.
What you need.
Master.
Make haste then. We must leave anon. Very well. Speak with me once you've finished your preparations.
I would fain aid you if you are in need.
Really now? You mustn't shirk your duty, lest you forget 'tis the Arisen we serve here.
Looking for work? Make haste, then. We must leave anon. Good. Then let us be on our way.
We are none of us alike in vocation.
Our respective abilities are unique as well.
Goblins approach!
We have no means of exploiting our enemy's weakness.
Point flame at any possibility. You have been doused in there. I grant you roaring flame.
No sense letting the enemy gain the upper hand. Early Griffin gets the worm, as they say.
I am attentive and loyal, and prefer to remain by your side. In battle, I shall follow your lead and prioritize support. Where ought we to go now?
I'll collect that. You needn't trouble yourself.
The Arisen is the lawful ruler of Vermund. So it has always been. To claim the title is to claim...
Pray, do not impede.
Grant you an elemental boon. An obstacle blocks our way. Perhaps we might remove it by force.
If a ranged attack is needed, you can count upon my aim. Might I be of assistance?
Come to think of it, some masters rearrange...
I'm a fighter by trade. Send me to the vanguard, where I might put my strength to full use.
Hold here a moment. I shall bid them open the gate.
Who's that you've brought with you, Watchhead, sir?
An Arisen, by all appearances.
An Arisen? Another pretender, you mean? I see the Sovereign's ascension has done little to stop such charlatans from plying their trade.
'Tis uncertain. This one commands the loyalty of the pawns.
What? Impossible. You know as well as I do that there can be but one Arisen, and he's up in the palace.
I'm well aware of how preposterous the idea is, thank you. However, as I do not believe it my place to rule on such a matter, I will make my report to the capital. If the claim is false, we will be rewarded handsomely for our trouble. If the claim is true, however, who can say? All's been arranged. Come, let us pass through the gate. Good. Let us make for the capital. Good. Let us make for the capital.
I'm still waiting on that report.
An ox cart was meant to meet us, yet 'tis nowhere in sight. Aught may have befallen it. Best we press on.
We have found a material.
I'm sure we'll find a purpose for it in due time. Pray, allow me to open yon chest. I know of nothing that demands your immediate notice. I've grown accustomed to traveling with these same faces.
I'll carefully conserve my strength and endeavor to survive every battle by way of sound strategy and defensive tactics. Is there aught this pawn might do for you?
Sir, how can I be of assistance?
Methinks we've earned a brief repose. What say you, Arisen? Are you so eager to chat with me? I thought we did enough of that on the road. Oh, I didn't see you there. Well, I suppose I was preoccupied with my thoughts. Thoughts of you, Arisen, naturally.
How might I aid you, sir?
You'll have to excuse me. I have a job to attend to.
Good. Let us make for the capital.
Good morrow, everyone.
Come, we've much to be getting on with.
I hope you slept well.
everyone all right? More marks of the dragon's fury. Its rampage must have weakened the earth here.
Oof. My pack's grown rather heavy.
Lessening our load will help to keep us light on our feet.
Here we go again.
We fight.
By your leave. I grant your weapon a magical boon.
A fine place to harvest some ingredients.
No harm in picking a few. We achieved remarkable synchronicity.
Once more!
I dare say the cart shan't be traversing this. Onward! It might await us on the road ahead.
It is about time we pressed on, wouldn't you say, Master?
What's this? We're trapped! Aye! A Cyclops! To think we'd encounter one here of all places.
Our foe stumbles. Just one more push ought to bring it down.
Strike fast and true, and our quarry shall fall.
Quickly, Arisen. You must regain your footing. It is time we made the capital to inform the people of Baldur that Arisen has come.
You have my gratitude, sir. It would seem I misjudged you. I had taken you for another false Arisen. Goodness knows we see a lot of them. Yet the value you showed in coming to our aid has dispelled such thoughts. Here, give it to one of the sentinels stationed at the gates to the capital, and you'll be granted an audience with Captain Brandt. You're free to make your own way to the capital now. I see no need to keep you under constant watch, and I'm sure you'll breathe a little easier as well, aye? Of course, if you'd rather continue to accompany us, you are still welcome to join us on the ox cart. 'Tis your decision. Ah, here's the cart now. Do you intend to join us? Very well. Board the ox cart and we'll be off.
That ladder looks promising, but we'll have to drop it down from above.
I'd wager there's aught to be found here.
We ought to take a closer look.
Goblins! What rotten luck! We've need of your aid again, sir.
Goblins, master!
Guard all you want. Won't make a difference when I crack the hill, see?
I knew you'd be very nice.
Our foe is not yet routed.
Not bad, all things considered.
Seems we drove them off. You've my thanks for aiding us. Vernworth isn't far from here. Will you join us the rest of the way? All right. Into the ox cart, then.
I was informed of your coming would be arisen.
Captain Brandt, this individual summoned a pawn through a rift stone. Several witnesses can attest to it. Though I admit I had my doubts at first. It would seem this is no mere deceiver.
This one's not a bad sort. Saved our hides on the way here.
As decreed by the great will of our world, there can only be one Arisen. That Arisen now resides within the palace. Indeed, he is our sovereign and the rightful ruler of Vermund. It follows, therefore, that this ruffian before us is naught but a pretender. You must submit to questioning. If you value your life, you will not attempt to flee. I shall conduct the interrogation myself. Stand watch outside. I beg your forgiveness for my insolence, Your Majesty. If the Queen Regent had learned of your existence, I fear your life would have been in peril. I had no choice but to treat you as a pretender, lest my actions draw suspicion from watchful eyes. Then you have truly lost your memory? In that case, mayhap I ought to explain the situation before we proceed. You, and no other, are the Sovereign, the only legitimate ruler of this kingdom. Some days past, you confronted the dragon in the village of Melv, whereupon you became Arisen. The people rejoiced, for our true liege had finally appeared, ending Vermund's long years of council rule. Yet, not all celebrated your coming. Your arrival would have robbed the Queen Regent Disa of everything. During the time of the previous council, she acted as a queen in her own right, ruling the palace as she saw fit. And just after the council's passing, when 'twas all but certain that her son would take his father's place, word reached the castle that the Arisen had been found. To Disa, your Majesty's very existence is naught but an obstacle to her own family's continued prosperity. The assassination of the Arisen is an impossible feat for mortal hands. Thus, Disa chose to abduct your Majesty while you recovered from your wounds, in order to rob you of your memory with a fell curse and sell you to Batal as a slave. Following that, she prepared a replacement to serve as the Sovereign in your stead, a mere puppet. However, with your Majesty returned, I have no intention of twiddling my thumbs as Disa plays her games. I shall devise some plans to further our cause. Pray, visit me a night in the tavern that we might discuss them. This one's cleared of all suspicion, and has my permission to remain in the capital. You are to trouble the good sir no further. Are we clear?
Pray forgive me, I'm in a bit of a hurry.
Consign it! Get back here! You there! Did you see an urchin in a cap run past just now? Can you tell me which way he went? Many thanks. I'll catch that wretch yet.
You're a kind one, aren't you? 'Twould seem I am in your debt. In fact, there's aught I would ask of you if you've the time to spare.
Aha! There you are!
Oh, apologies, but our chat will have to wait. Till next we meet. Farewell.
There's got to be something fun to do. How might I be
Got to work if I'm to put bread on the table.
I've been here so long. I've things to do, if you don't mind. At your leisure.
Well met. You are come to Shakir's Inn, a place of respite for the weary traveller. You will soon forget the fatigue of a long journey when treated to the foremost hospitality in all Vernworth. Only an unseasoned trader falters in trying times. Much obliged. This inspires naught but misgivings.
This might be worth a read.
Shall we take a closer look? I've just recalled a little tidbit I heard from the locals.
Regarding the Vermundian military, yes?
Indeed. Tell is, there's been a shift in the chain of command.
Welcome to the Star Drop Inn. We serve all manner of fine ales here. Shall I pour you a cup to start you off? Sit back, relax, and enjoy the finest brews in all of Vernworth. Come back anytime. Welcome.
Good if you work yourself to death and I'll have my head if I skip it.
Your Majesty, your timing is impeccable. I just thought to call for you. 'Tis not a matter for prying ears. Pray, let us speak out here.
The rules at your neck. I'm in fine prep today.
As I informed you when last we spoke, the palace is filled with the Queen Regent's sycophants. Should Disa denounce your Majesty as a false arisen, few would elect to doubt her. Yet if we are to prove your identity, I believe there is no occasion more suitable than the coronation. It was delayed so that the sovereign, that is, the false arisen, could convalesce in the palace, but the date has now been set. The central players in the court ought all be in attendance. 'Twould be a fine opportunity to display your Majesty's power. None would be able to deny that you are the true arisen then. There is a problem, however. Only select members of the nobility and citizens who have contributed greatly to Vermont's continued prosperity will be granted entry. If your Majesty is to be counted among them, you will need to attend to a number of tasks. Pray, allow me to summarize them for you. You will need to infiltrate the palace to gather evidence of Disa's misdeeds. I hesitate to ask something so dangerous of you, yet I fear we have few other options. I have attempted to do the same through my own channels afore now, though I have yet to uncover so much as a whisper of her plots. Would that I could undertake the task myself, but my station prohibits me from reckless action. What say you, your Majesty? Might I ask this task of you? I shall ensure that the door to the Queen Regent's office is open between midnight and dawn. Pray use that time to conduct your investigation.
Who is that young man, I wonder? He did not seem a criminal. I cannot imagine why that guard was chasing him.
Suppose I best earn my keep.